talked to Andy, and he said the key to kind of turning things around Saturday night, and a couple other guys said the same thing, was for this team to start playing with desperation rather than frustration. You kind of see it the same way, and that's kind of the key going forward?
Well, a little bit. I mean, anytime you lose 3-4 games in a row, I hope you play with some desperation. We had a great chat Saturday morning. We put him through a little bit of a harder practice. And, this group responded with a better performance.
You sensing a little less frustration in the guys this week?
Well, I think, yeah. I mean, that group's got a lot of pride. They have high expectations, and certainly the way the last 4 games went. I mean, when you lose 4, to get that win in the 3-on-3 was important for our team going into this weekend. There's no question. So I think anytime you're going through some struggles, all the little positive things help. But I liked our team's effort. Much better Saturday. We ran into a pretty good goaltender, but our guys could have easily got frustrated after the first period. And we had a really good first period for with the shots and some chances, and we didn't get any goals, and we're down 1-0. So to me, those are little things that I look at, and I thought we maintained that, and I thought we actually got better. It was nice. I think once we got a goal, I think anytime you're struggling and you're not scoring, you get a goal, you do tend to relax a little bit and the monkey's off your back. And I thought our guys played with the way we're capable of playing, or a lot closer to it.
Seeing that 3-on-3 overtime for the first time, your thoughts on how that was?
Absolutely loved it. I mean, it's always great when you win, but it's a lot better than the shootout. And the way we were on breakaways, I was hoping we didn't get to the shootout. So, but our guys did a great job. I think they showed a lot of composure, and in turn we had the most chances and ended up winning the game because of it. But it's exciting.
Yeah, it seemed like you guys really liked that extra open ice in the 3-on-3. I mean, are you guys happy to be able to be playing in an Olympic rink this weekend?
Doesn't really matter. You know what? We've been good on that type of rink, so hopefully that holds true. I mean, right now we just got to go in. Obviously the biggest concern is looking at a team that hasn't won a game yet. And what I told our guys is, if you look at the league, we haven't either. So if you go by the league, which I'm going by, we're both in the same boat. So we'll see a team that's had a weekend off, that's had 2 weeks to prepare. They've played a very tough schedule. They've played BC, BU, North Dakota, Denver, Lowell. I can't think of the other one, maybe Massachusetts or somebody like that. But so they've been pretty tested against a very, very tough schedule, and they've competed in a lot of those games and been right there and could have probably won some of those games. So we have to go in there and build off what we did Saturday, carry some of that emotion and some of that excitement into the weekend. There's no question about it. And it's a big weekend for us because we don't play next weekend, and these are critical points as far as for me, if you want to stay in any type of race, these are important points before we get to December.
Talk about Willie, what kind of step maybe he's taken just maturity-wise throughout his time.
Which
here.
Willie we got to?
Sorry, Corin. Through getting some more time on that blue line and maybe being trusted with some more important minutes. What have you seen out of him?
Well, I think last year, we saw him develop into a pretty consistent defenseman for us. I thought he played really well in the second half of the year. I thought this year, quite frankly, early in the year, he struggled, but he bounced back, and he's good with the puck. He's got poise. He's not going to be a big physical guy, but he's a good skater and uses his size and positioning, to his advantage versus some guys that are that big, maybe add a little more physicality. But he's got good poise with the puck, and he can make, you saw the plays he's capable of making. So I think he's you know, he's always had that, but I think he's been a little bit more consistent starting last year, really. And he's kind of carried that over, except for maybe first couple games.
Was that in his personality to maybe not get frustrated those first couple years here, where he maybe wasn't getting those same types of minutes in the games?
Oh, I don't know. I think anybody, when they're not playing, is frustrated or disappointed. But you know, truthfully, with him, he's got to be a guy that you can't change. Some guys, you know what? As much as you want someone to be more physical or be better in certain areas, you know, they are what they are, and you just got to let them play to their strengths. And so I guess what I told him is just keep doing what you're good at, and you know, I'm not looking for you to go out and blow guys up, but you know, he's certainly capable of getting into battles, but you know, there's certain guys too that have to play that way, that are a little more engaged physically, that makes them effective. So what he's effective at is positioning and using his skating ability and his hockey sense, the ability to move the puck and make some plays. You know, he can also add a dimension if you put him on the power play too, and he's had some of that. Maybe not so much this year, but you know, he's had opportunities on the power play too.